Well, I must say Basira in London was an excellent one, was a beautiful one. I had full time in it while shooting it. And of course, the role itself let me say, Basira itself is a joke. You need to watch Basira in London. Basira herself is a joke. And majorly, she doesn't listen. She feels she knows more than who she met in London, and she thought London is a bed of roses. Like, okay, she gets to London today, she wants to start shoot today, she wants to start working today, she wants everything, not knowing that you need papers to be able to do all of those things. Well, she understands she needs papers, but she didn't know, like, let me say, how important it is to have a legit paper before working in London. Yeah, aside from comedy, I think things that goes down in London with a lot of Nigerians, that people that we in Nigeria do not know about them, we will be able to see it in Basira in London. Also, Basira in London, she's so gullible. Basira herself is she's so gullible. She's a freak. Let me say she's a freak too, and. I don't know. She's just a funny person. She's an illiterate. She takes things all the way around. She doesn't listen. She feels she knows too much, like I said earlier. So that's just it, basically. Yes. Oh, it was excellent. I had so much fun. To me, doing that character is really not hard work for me because this is what I do all my life. So I had fun working with her. She took care of me. The welfare was excellent. Even while I was shooting, I was able to put in some things too in the movie. As a professional, I was able to put some things. I was able to remove some things too. But all the same, we came out. Everything came out well. Let me just say that. Well, let me just say Basira in London took me to another level in my career because first and foremost, that's the first time I've been working with white people. A white man shot Basira in London. Most of the crew were white people, and I actually worked with some white people. Like you see on the poster, I got married to that man in Basira in London, and also. The fact that I worked with the white people, I was able to see the way they walk. It's a bit quite different from what we do here, but we are not bad here. Also, the shutting down the Odeon Cinema in London make me feel like I'm accepted worldwide. Makes me feel like, oh, Eniola, people are watching what you're doing. Makes me feel like, Eniola, don't worry, the sky is not even your limit. Just keep doing what you're doing. I feel so honored, I must say. To my London fans, I love you guys so very much, I must say. Well, I really cannot compare them right now, I must say, because Basira in London is just the only, don't let me say only. I think I shot about 2 movies too in United States, but I really, trust me, there's really no difference. Because our people too, they are not skylarking. Nigerian producers, they are not skylarking. Everybody's trying to up their game. Everybody's going by the trend. So let me just say, I really don't see any difference.
Thank you. Thank you.
So we're here today for the movie premiere of Basira in London, and you're the producer. What should the audience expect today?
Oh, the audience should expect to laugh every second of the way throughout the film. It's a very funny comedy. It has a very serious storyline, but we put a lot of comedy in it to soften it up. So expect to laugh non-stop.
Okay, in Nollywood, we have several comedians and comedy actors. Why Eniola?
We actually did a very, very wide search looking for the right person to play Basira, and having looked all over Africa, UK, America, honestly, Eniola Badmus was the only person who stood out to play the role, and when we saw her in action, we knew we made the right decision.
So you're saying you're going to mix with somebody everything
Oh gosh, yes. I think this is her funniest film to date. She's very, very funny in the film, and obviously all the supporting actors and actresses, they were up to standard and they supported really well. So yes.
You also acted in the movie, and we know it's your first feature movie. How many people were acting, producing, directing?
It was crazy. It was really, really tough. But, I believe with God all things are possible. And I took on all those roles. I took on the challenge and I came out on top. It went very well in the end, but it was really, really difficult. Every day, we had to face down the challenge. But that's what life is about, overcoming. And here we are today.
Is there any challenges where it's been to set Manchester free, going on to London? Is there any challenges?
Oh yeah, because having to get planning permissions to film the street scenes, having to fly Eniola over from Lagos, take her somewhere, because that was the first time of coming to London, so it was a bit of a challenge for her. And also the challenge of location, like one of the location, we signed the contract, we paid the insurance, and when we got there, because they didn't like the color of her skin, they decided they want to rent the house out to us, so we had to find another location that same day. So many challenges like that, but take it one at a time, face it down, and you'll come out on top.
So how's it been so far since you came into Nigeria? Because obviously you're not in Nigeria.
Well, it's been great. Obviously, I've been here 3 weeks now. Apparently, we know that Basira in London is going to be showing today. I'm due to be flying back tomorrow to London, and I made sure that I set my flight to not be today so that I can be here. I've seen this film already back in London, but we are all in the industry together. I'm a film producer, director, and actor based in London. So I'm here to release my film in cinemas on Friday the 31st, Friday the 1st of April. So we are here to support one another, and this film is a great comedy. I've seen it. If you watch the film today, you're gonna be very, very entertained. That one I can guarantee you. Yeah.
Well, with any venture, there's always going to be challenges. I think the whole plan at the end of the day is that you look at the finish line, and any hurdles, obstacles in the way, you will overcome them. And that's basically how we tend to deal with any project that we have at the end of the day. And so from her writing, putting it on paper, to bringing it to the film, it's been a great experience, and it's one that we intend to do over and over again, God willing. Well, Basira in London is a comedy. So from the beginning to the end, as you will know by now, it was a sellout in the UK, broke box records and all those kind of things. And people enjoyed it. As I said, it's a comedy. My wife, she's the life of a party. She cracks jokes. She's a good storyteller. So putting those things onto paper, and then plus the added benefit of having someone like Eniola Badmus, who sold herself 110% to the role, made it all come to life and made it very, very interesting indeed. So it's a comedy, and people will laugh from beginning to end. Well, it wasn't my choice. At the end of the day, I was behind the scenes, I would say. So my wife is the director-writer, and she acted in the film itself. But when she wrote the comedy, she had Eniola Badmus in mind, because she thought, who could play this role? And and we thank God that Eniola was available. She wasn't booked to do any projects at that time, so we had to fly her out to London. She was on location and stuff like that. So it ticked all the boxes. And in truth, I don't think when we look back now, anybody else could have played that role. So it actually fits her. The day he wanted the day of the big shoot that they had in the UK, the sun was shining, so it actually worked fine. But there were other days when we had to change location or change Eniola's hotel from one place to the other. But we thank God that the finances and everything were there to actually allow us to be able to do that, to give us the freedom to do it. And the filming went to plan. I'm from Ikenne in Ogun State, so you would know it as Awolowo's town. So that's where I'm actually from. How did we meet? Well, we met in the UK. I think she was studying, I had finished uni, and we just met. I actually met at her brother's or her sister's daughter's naming ceremony. So that's where we first met. Nothing happened. We had a little chit chat, but nothing happened at that stage. So it was at a future party that we now started to talk and stuff, and things blossomed from there on.
Hi, my name is Eniola Badmus, and of course you're watching Broadway TV. Do not order that because Eniola Badmus says so.
My name is Philippa Chedu Abraham. I'm a producer, director, and actress, and you are watching Broadway TV.
My name is JD Abraham or Jason Abraham Sr. Keep watching Broadway TV.
Thank you.
Hi, my name is Chinedu Omuorie, a filmmaker, a movie director. Keep watching Broadway TV. Peace.
So hi guys, my name is Ferry and you're watching Broadway TV. Thank you.